Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BoneZone. Today, I got a little project I'm working on. Some of you guys really want to know about my looper pedal setup. So pretty much, I've got my setup here. I'd love to show it to you, but it's not set up right now. The last gig I had, I just kind of flopped it all in here and called it a day. So I got to put all this crap together. I got to unroll all these wires. And it's going to be lots of fun. It's going to be a little complicated because there's a lot going on. I got a trombone, I got a tuba, sometimes I have a trumpet, I got a piano, drum machine. I'll talk about it all later and explain to you guys as we go. But yeah, hopefully this will give you some information if you're new to looping or you're new to, setting your stuff up as a multi-instrumentalist. So by popular demand, this is the video of the BoneZone Live looper pedal setup, I guess. Here we go. I'll do a little time lapse of me putting it together, which is going to be a lot of fun. All for you. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and join my my BoneZone empire. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here. We got chords, we got more chords, we got more chords, we got sustain pedals for pianos, we got a drum machine. I'm gonna show you guys what all this stuff is. Hopefully it'll help you out. I don't know, in the future. If not, who cares? It doesn't matter. Cool, more chords, cool! Also, when you have a wacko setup like this, it's probably a good idea to put everything together exactly where you want it before you start plugging it in everything. Because if you start plugging in everything while you're putting it up, it's just all gonna get tangled together, so you want it to be clean and not messy. Yeah. Man, maybe I do need that wide angle thing. Fix that problem. Oops. So here's what's going on. So in order to support a green environment that I actually don't really care about is everything I have is plugged in right here. So when I press the on button with my foot, because I always do, everything now has power. So when I'm done with everything, I mean, there's a ton going in here. It's a lot of power, but it's not more than 200 watts. I know that much because I can power it all with a 200 watt inverter with a busking setup that I will talk about in a later video. But yeah, everything's got power now. Okay, I'll just bring up the instruments right now. This is primarily what I use, okay? I got the tuba here, good for bass lines and whatnot. I got the piano here, which is also good for bass lines, but I can make chords and play piano stuff, organ, just all of the like 500 sounds. As you can see, I have some of them saved on the side there. It's a really awesome, probably vintage piano at this point. The trombone, which is my baby. And there's my closet with my clothes. But yeah, this is my trombone. I do a lot of soloing on that. It's also good for making chords and stuff with a looper setup. Oh, I guess I should talk about what they are. This is just an old tuba with a weird type of bell. I think it's called a recording bell. It works great for me. I don't even know what brand it is. This is the Yamaha PSR E413. This is a Shire's custom trombone with a brushed bell, previously owned by Jim Pugh. This here is the Roland SPD1. It's like a drum machine. It's pretty much, the whole deal is like, makes sounds like that. And it's really good. And it's really durable, and there's lots of sounds on there, and I loop drum sounds to make whole drum tracks. This is the Akai MPK Mini Play. Here I can play piano, similar to that, but it's got little drum pads with some decent drum sounds on it, and some of the sounds are decent. I don't use it a whole lot, but the one thing it is a ton of fun to play with. You know, and people are always fascinated by the little tiny piano, making like really cool songs. So this is the motherboard here. I mean, everything runs right into this, so I can kind of mix it the way that I like. And I'll tell you the path here in a minute. I'm just kind of showing everything. I'll give you the path in a second, though. These here are all my guitar pedals. Honestly, the distortion only works well with a guitar amplifier. The super octave is a little bit laggy, so I haven't been using that as much, but I use the Hall of Fame reverb pedal all the time. It's really nice. And then this single looper here, I have a dual looper and a single. The single one I make drum tracks with, so I'll do, bass, doom, 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 and then like a hi-hat, and then I'll just keep looping it until I have a drum track. Then I'll re-record it into this loop station. So this is the Boss RC30 loop station, which I really, really, really like. It's got two tracks. It's pretty affordable. It's not as big as the RC300, which has a bunch more. It's got 3 tracks on it, but a lot more advanced effects. But I'm still relatively new to the game, so mastering this 2-track looper I think is important before I move on to the 3-track looper. And it's got, sustain pedal plugged into it, pretty much lets me alternate between tracks. And then, this here is just temporary. This is what I'm using for now. It doesn't sound very good with my setup because it's a guitar amplifier, primarily for guitars, not really for trombones and keyboards and stuff. But it works okay. I love how it looks, but I'm going to have to upgrade to either a PA speaker or a keyboard amplifier sometime in the near future. But cool for now and aesthetically pleasing. Pretty sure that covers everything that I wanted to talk about. Now I'm going to walk you through the path that it goes through, because I know that's a really kind of complicated thing when you're starting out with a looper setup, especially one as advanced as mine. So I'll try to keep it kind of simple. Pretty much every single instrument, so my tuba, trombone, drum machine, piano, other piano, these are all mic'd or direct quarter-inch output. It's all going here to the mixer. So that's the first step. Everything goes here into the mixer, does its little thing. I've got some EQ settings. Then it comes out this headphone out. Yeah, you can see it there. Headphone output. Okay, so that's the first step. Then from the headphone output, it goes here into the guitar pedal setup. Apparently my pedal board setup is a little bit backwards, but it goes in right here, goes through the super octave, which is fun sometimes, distortion, which I don't really use, into the reverb pedal, into the single looper, which if I'm not using the single pedal looper, then it just kind of goes right through it. Doesn't really matter. The single pedal looper to create drum tracks and stuff. Then from there, it goes all the way over here into the Boss RC30 looper pedal, and that's where I make my main loops. So every instrument I have just loops right into here, just a left mono signal. And yep, so I do my loops here, and then I send it out to actually this headphone amplifier. The reason I like using the headphone amplifier is because if I don't have enough juice to go to a PA, I can increase it a little bit. It kind of helps with just the control of the overall sound of things. You know, that's just kind of like my main output. But also, as you can see, it's got multiple headphone jacks on it, which this is where this thing really comes in handy. I can direct record my entire show, which I did last weekend. I recorded a couple of tracks directly. So you just plug in an audio recorder on that headphone amp and you're good to go. You just make sure the levels are all right and you can record. And you can see my my most recent video, my previous video from this one. It's a direct recording of my first ever BoneZone live show. So from there, it actually is going out of that headphone amp, and it goes from the headphone into the speaker, into this speaker, and then that's it. That's the sound. And there's a few problems with bleeding, you know, with like the sound coming out of here and going into my other microphones. I think that could be solved, you know, maybe with some compressors and stuff. I'm still kind of new to this, but you know, I just kind of got past it. It's not too noticeable, but it bugs me sometimes. Too hot. Need a better spot for that tuba. Good. I want to make a stand. That's another video idea. It all works. So I would seriously really like to make a demonstration right now, but to be completely honest, I'm running out of daylight. I just want to play some trombone today. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. I want to get back to this thing. This is the BoneZone live show, and instead of, oh, hey Daisy. She hates when I play trombone. She knows. So pretty much, yeah, it's the BoneZone live show. Instead of demonstrating this to you guys and me setting up all my audio stuff and getting the levels right, I'm just gonna share a clip with you from my most recent show. It's BoneZone Live, and it's got a direct recording, and it sounds really good. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I'm just gonna share that with you guys. And if you want to check out to see how my setup sounds, you know, feel free. But I hope this video was helpful to you, and thank you very much for watching. Screw it, I'll do a short little demonstration here for you guys. I'm just not gonna plug in everything because I don't have a lot of time right now. So I'm just gonna put my recorder by my amplifier, and I'm gonna play a little bit for you guys. Just like a quick song so you can see how it works. Anyways, please subscribe, join, you know, my BoneZone empire. I want to keep making, you know, really good content, and I need you guys to support. Comment if you have any questions, and enjoy, guys. Thank you very much, and have a good day. This is the direct record sound, and you can hear that it sounds, so this is not direct. And this is direct. So yeah, here's a little example of BoneZone live show. Okay, I hope that recorded well. Hey, look, reverb's still on. Okay, I hope that recorded well, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Again, questions. If you got questions, comment below. If you got comments, comment below. See ya. I hope you guys come back and join me again in the BoneZone. Yeah, this show is a lot of fun to play. I really enjoy it, so I hope you guys enjoy it too, and I'll be posting more videos and more videos and more videos. Even though, you know, a ton of people don't watch my videos right now, I'm just going to keep grinding away. So one day, maybe it'll pay off. If not, who cares? This is all just fun for me anyways.